I totally forgot.
Welcome to Ms. Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the most eccentric and unhinged litigants ever to walk into Judge Milian's courtroom.
Are you out of your mind? You need to stay away from her.
Number 10. Horse people. In this case, this defendant stole back from the plaintiffs a horse she believed was being abused. What starts as a case about horse theft keeps getting sidetracked by the weirdest non sequiturs and allegations.
And why are you telling me this?
Because
How about you stick to the facts? Do me a favor, stick to the facts and tell me.
Somehow tangents about the defendant's implants and aspersions on the male plaintiff's anatomy threaten to completely derail the proceedings. These people can't stay on topic to save their lives.
Lady, stop vomiting words. Okay. Answer my question.
Meanwhile, the divorcing plaintiffs actually get into a dust-up outside the courtroom and find out the hard way that Judge Milian doesn't take kindly to domestic abuse in her court. By the end, she looks like she's ready to retire.
That is my verdict. Good luck, folks.
Number 9. A mother's demands. An estranged daughter and mother end up in court over a loan.
Do you acknowledge that you borrowed $2,000 from her?
Yes, I did, but I paid her the $500, so I only owe her $1,500.
Right, and that's
Correct.
what she's suing for is the $1,500. So
Correct.
everybody's in agreement on that.
While the mother, the defendant, is humiliated to be in court, what she should be humiliated about is her coldness towards her daughter and granddaughter. Animosity over the daughter not baptizing the granddaughter led to the mother freezing her out.
I sent her a text message because she wouldn't pick up my calls. I said, please, this is silly. Let's just please put it aside. You know, she sent me a text. Lonnie, do not come over here. I will call the police and have you arrested for trespassing.
It's amazing to see the woman defend her ridiculous stance. What's worse is how she seems completely unfazed by her daughter's pain. It's a sad case, and no one really wins. Even when Judge Milian appeals to her belief in God, the woman can't see past what she wants.
Enough already. Because trust me, there is no God that I can envision that could be smiling upon your behavior. As for your claim against her, $1,500. As for your claim against her, I find them all to be gifts.
Apparently, she's willing to lose her daughter over it. Number 8. Just following orders. The plaintiff, a children's internet safety activist, became the victim of an online harassment campaign accusing him of heinous crimes.
Right, but your client doesn't put it on, you put it on. And so, you know, it's one thing when you're YouTube and you can't control what people put on. You're protected under the law. But you're actually the guy putting the stuff on.
Although the defendant, known only as Eve, admits the lies he spread, he seemed completely unwilling to take any accountability. Yes, he built the website. Yes, he edited the photos with defamatory statements. Yes, he uploaded those photos to the website.
Yeah, but you know it's a smear job. You know it's not a legitimate way. You know that the guy is paying you and you want the money. And the guy's paying you to create a bunch of sites that are specifically geared to smear one person.
But it's really the fault of the people who paid him to do this. His flat way of speaking and lack of remorse is chilling and frustrating. Even after the judge explains and rules against him, he's still unwilling to accept the truth.
I feel like I have some responsibility, but not up to the point that I need to pay for him.
Yeah, well, you do.
What about my client's responsibility?
Number 7. My baby dresses. Some people really love their dogs as if they were their own children, but Judge Milian has her limits. Let's just say the plaintiff in this case is a bit of an eccentric.
I had to buy the pheromone teddy bear to calm her when she's in.
It's what kind of teddy bear?
It has pheromones in it. It has like lavender scents in it. And it stays with her to keep her calm.
I want that.
Suing over a pit bull attack, she lists all the things now wrong with her dog, including PTSD, and the lengths she has gone to remedy this, all of which she wants the defendant to pay for.
I think it might be a really good idea for you to take your dog to additional training lessons at PetSmart. I just don't know if I can legally require her to pay it.
The dog looks more like an accessory than a pet, and she even dresses it for court. This, the judge jokes, might account for her stress. The plaintiff doesn't seem to appreciate this.
Is that a skirt you got on her?
She has a
Are you
dress
sure
on.
that's not what's stressing her out?
No, my baby dresses.
Number 6. Unrepentant defendant. The defendants in this case harbored a missing teenager for days as her parents and the police searched for her.
So when the police were looking for this child, you didn't tell them she was here.
I thought I was keeping her safe because
Why?
The wife insisted she hid their son's girlfriend because they believed she was being abused and was somehow safer there. Though his wife was the one mostly responsible for the whole mess, the husband's behavior is truly repugnant.
Is there something funny to you?
No, Your Honor. I just wanted
Okay,
to show
because you
the
keep
picture.
breaking
All
into
the pictures
Smile,
were
and I'm
re-
trying to understand why you keep breaking into
just wish
Smile
I
and
could-
something that's utterly heartbreaking, and you're doing it now
is.
too.
Despite his assertion that he is a certified youth therapist, he doesn't seem all that receptive to the idea that his son and the plaintiff's daughter are not good for each other. His insults, snorting laughter, and smug demeanor aren't entertaining. They're just infuriating.
You're out of your mind, both of you. You think you have the facts to make decisions that are so weighty and that will have such effect on people's lives, including your own son, and you don't have the facts.
Number 5. Making a pass. Lots of tenant-landlord cases get petty and tense, but this one just got weird.
She made it completely unlivable by making a pass at you.
By making a pass at me with the mail, by not even allowing me to talk to anybody.
What does talk to anybody mean?
She didn't want me talking to the neighbors. She kept...
The plaintiff alleged he wasn't allowed to use the common spaces in the apartment, and things went south when he refused to sleep with his landlord, who was also his roommate. However, video evidence shows that it seems like he might have been just as keen to pursue a special relationship.
No, you look kind of into it, to be honest with you.
He's seen in the video with his shirt off, asking if he should go further, and it's played for all the court to see. None of it was above board, and neither one could really give a straightforward answer about the situation because, frankly, it was kind of embarrassing.
I think we're done.
Number 4. No laughing matter. Given that plaintiff Antonio Alessandro spends most of his case against his ex-girlfriend smirking, you'd think this case was a laugh riot.
According to you, you're each supposed to pay half, and then what happens?
Yeah, we got in an argument.
When?
St. Patty's Day, actually, the morning of St. Patty's Day.
This year?
Yes.
He claims she owes him money she promised him, but the story he tells leaves out a lot of the details that her testimony and his own evidence fills in. Not even when his ex describes suffering under his abuse does his smile fade.
Out of the situation, I'm done. So, and then I was like to him, you know what? I was like, why don't you just sell it then? But after, because I went through emotional trauma with all of this.
If anything, when the judge confronts him, his smile only gets bigger. Whether he knows just how sinister it makes him look is unclear. What is clear is that the judge has no patience for abusers using her courtroom to reconnect with victims.
I'm telling you right now, at some point, you're not good for each other. You're toxic for each other.
Number 3. Now I remember you. What does it say when your dog has attacked so many people that you don't even know which case is being heard when you enter the court?
Now I remember you. It was a long time ago, okay.
Defendant Dorothy Hens is a little confused when she enters and sees a woman on the other side. That totally ruins her defense, that the man her dog attacked was trying to grab her behind.
She was somebody else who apparently also got bit by your dog.
Right.
Did you just hear yourself?
Worse, Hens seems completely oblivious to the judge's concern that she clearly can't control her dog. Her husband seems just as dazed by the whole thing. Even the show's court reporter can't help but ask what their deal is.
What's with you two?
I don't know. I just don't walk the dog no more. He does.
All right.
Number 2. Roommate squabble. And you thought you'd had a bad roommate situation. Chances are it doesn't even compare to some of the choice bits from this case.
What did you expect from her in terms of helping you?
to take me to my doctors, to help me go grocery shopping, laundry, things that a PCA would do, which is a personal care.
The plaintiff needed a place to live, and the defendant took her on as a roommate and caretaker. However, a series of bizarre and sad circumstances, including some details best heard about on an empty stomach, led to what might be one of the more memorable cases in the show's history.
Her legs, I said, Jennifer, what's going on? I have to use the bathroom, but I'm in the middle of a game. I said, take the game with you to the bathroom. When I'm finished with this level, after she finishes, she gets up and the back end of her, she's going to the bathroom all over my rug.
While the plaintiff clearly wasn't the best roommate, the defendant's attitude with the judge just showed how clueless she was. Seriously, this one has to be seen to be believed.
She should not be getting anything. And I did find the proof that I did pay the cable bill, the termination fee, and I am willing to show the judge as soon as possible.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Inappropriate relationship. Plaintiff Anthony Geno Martinson clearly didn't have the awareness to realize just how wrong his behavior was. He's suing the parents of a 16-year-old girl for a false restraining order.
So you're suing for the expenses, and they're counterclaiming against you expenses that they incurred looking for their daughter.
However, Martinson took it upon himself to rescue the girl from an alleged abusive situation, transporting her hundreds of miles away from her home without notifying her parents.
Like, what business is this of yours? You're a grown man. Why is that happening? The only explanation I could think of is that you're dating her. That I understand. But I don't understand, if you're not dating her, where you come off thinking at the age of 21 that you're a better parent than her actual parent.
He denies that their relationship is romantic, but the optics are incredibly disturbing. His much older witness doesn't help his case much. Martinson clearly fancies himself as some kind of heroic figure. There's no remorse on his part. His unhinged threats towards the defendant were the last straw for the judge.
How old are you? How old are you?
21, ma'am.
Where did you get this hubris? Where did you get this hubris?
Which of these litigants left you scratching your head the hardest? Render your judgment in the comments.
I think I'm talking to a frickin' wall. That's what's happening here. I keep talking and nothing's going in your thick head.
That's
because you're so busy trying to be right that you don't understand the position. Get out of my courtroom. Okay. I've had enough with your laughing.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from Ms. Mojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.